Hey family, welcome back to LaDenser Crochets. If you're new to the channel, you're welcome. My name is Liz, and in this tutorial we're going to learn how to make a layered skirt. I used 3 shades of butterfly zuri to make the layers. At the bottom of the layers, I made an original skirt, which is the V-stitch skirt. There's a tutorial for the skirt on this channel, so I'm going to leave you a link to the tutorial to that skirt. So you need to make the skirt first so that you can make the layers. In this video, I'll just be showing you how to make the layers to the skirt in order to achieve this look. If you enjoyed the video, do not forget to leave a like, leave a comment, and let me know what you think about the skirt, what improvements you think we can make to the skirt, and anything else, any other questions that you may have. If you wish to leave a special gift to this video, click on the thanks button and you'll be highly appreciated. Become a member of the LaDenser Crochets community by clicking on the join and subscribing to the membership. If you wish to purchase yarns from us, you can do that through our Instagram DM or on WhatsApp. We are taking orders on male cotton yarns. We have Alice Baby Best. We have Winter King yarns and Butterfly Zuri yarns. We also have a full set of crochet hooks if you're interested in getting yourself a set. Let's get into the tutorial. To work the layered skirt, we start by making the V-stitch skirt, and I'm going to leave a link for the tutorial to the skirt in the description box. So you need to click on the link, watch this skirt, and then come back so that we can make it into a layered skirt. I'll be using these 3 shades of lightweight butterfly zuri. Lightweight means it's very thin. The reason why I'm using the thin yarn is because I don't want my skirt to get too heavy. Then I'll use a 3mm crochet hook because it matches the size of the yarn. And you're going to need a darning needle and a pair of scissors. So get your skirt, and we're going to start from the top on the right side at the back. So I'll start with a slip knot with one of the yarns, and then get the point where we have the seam. I'll be working on the V stitches. So on the first row, in the first V stitch, insert the hook right there and slip stitch, then chain 3. So chain 3 at that point, 1, 2, and 3. That's our first double crochet. Yarn over and go into that same stitch and work a double crochet. Then after the double crochet, we chain 2, 1 and 2, go back into the same stitch and place 2 more double crochets to make a shell stitch. So we have the first double crochet and then the second double crochet into the same stitch. So that's the first shell stitch in the first V stitch. Then I'm going to skip over to the next V stitch in that first row and place a shell right over there. So I'll do 2 double crochets. So this is the first, and then a second double crochet, chain 2, back into the same stitch with 2 more double crochets. That's the second shell. Then we're going to skip onto the third V stitch, into that stitch where the V stitch originates, yarn over and do 2 double crochets there. So that's my first double crochet, then the second double crochet, chain 2, back into the same stitch with 2 more double crochets. So that's 1 and 2. That's the third shell. So we're going to skip to the next V stitch and work another shell over there. So right here, that's where I'll work my shell. And I'm going to work 1 shell into each of the V stitches all the way around the first row of the skirt. Make sure that you're working on the V stitch, on the points where the V stitches are, and make sure that every V stitch gets a shell. or a shell stitch. So keep going all the way around. I'll keep going and then I'll come back once I'm done with this round. It's a round actually. Once I'm done with the first round, I'll be back and show you how to complete it. I'm in the last V stitch and I've just completed the shell in it. So now I'll slip stitch on top of the first double crochet and then slip stitch into the chain 2 to complete round 1, and this is what we have so far. So that's the first round of the first layer, and now we're going to do the second round. Start by chaining 3 and go back into that 2 chains with a double crochet. So into that chain 2 space, double crochet, then chain 2 and back into the same chain 2 space with 2 more double crochets. So the chain 3 at the beginning is our first double crochet, then we do a second double crochet, chain 2, 2 more double crochets. Now we skip over to the next chain 2 space, and into it we place 2 double crochets. Then after that we chain 2 and then work 2 more double crochets into the same chain 1 space. Then this is what we have. So skip over to the next chain 2 space and do 2 double crochets, chain 2, 2 more double crochets. So in each of the chain 2 spaces in round 2, we're going to place a shell of 2 double crochets, chain 2, 2 more double crochets. So keep going all the way around. I'm at the end of round 2 and I'm placing my last shell in the last chain 2 space from the previous round. So I've chained 2 and I'll do my last 2 double crochets right there, 1 and 2, Then I'll slip stitch onto the first double crochet that we did. Then after that, slip stitch into the chain 2 space. And now we're ready to begin round 3. Chain 3, that's our first double crochet. Then back into the chain 2 space with a double crochet, then chain 2 and 2 more double crochets. In the next V-stitch, the next shell, we're going to place a shell on top of it at the point where we have the chain 2. And now we keep going all the way round to the end of round 3. So as you can notice, round 3 is the same as round 2. So we're just going to keep on repeating round 2 until we get a total of 10 rounds. So right now I'm in round 3. I'll work 3 up to 10 and then I'll be back to show you what to do next. After 10 rounds, this is what I have. So that's a total of 10 rounds with the beige. And I'm done with the first layer, so I'll turn my work like this, then chain 1 and cut off the yarn at that point. So cut it off and pull it through to fasten. And now we're ready to begin the next layer. With the next layer, I'm going to work with gray, and I'm going to count a total of 9 rows from the first row that I've just done. So get the gray yarn and start with a slip knot. Then count 9 rows. So we are at 1, then I'll count up to 9. But as I'll explain later, after counting the 9 rows, it wasn't ideal. So for this second layer, I think I should have started on the 7th row instead of the 9th, so that we can have a perfect overlap of the layers. So do not start in row 9, start in row 7. You don't have to wait until you make the mistake like I did in order to correct it. I'll work this first round of the gray yarn just like I did with the bead, making sure that I place a shell into each of the V stitches and making sure that I'm working the same line, so that when I come to the end, we do not have any stitches in a line that is not the same as the others. So I'm doing the shell in the first V stitch, and then I'm going to skip over to the next V stitch and work another shell, then keep going all the way around. After the first round, I'll work the second round just like I did with the page. So you can rewind the video back to how we did the first and the second and the third round before you can move on to working your 10 rounds. So I'll work the 10 rounds with the gray and then come back.